we want to be able to fix our staircase, and that is a big project for anyone that wants to invest in that. So we're going to talk about all the different things you need to think of and all the different styles out there. When it comes to a beautiful staircase, there are more and more options, I would say, than ever before.
So many options, and it is a big focal point of people's houses.
It is.
And it is an important element, because once you do it once, that's probably going to be it. So do it right.
You want that to be it, because
yes.
that's, you know, it's a disruptive reno. So
yes.
let's start with a staircase where you have actually a carpet rod on every
yes.
staircase.
So this staircase is a little more traditional that we did, and we did the traditional carpet rods, which used to be the way the carpet was held in place.
Right.
Now we sort of glue it down and use tacking, but we still use those carpet rods. And that adds a nice traditional quality to it. We're also seeing a big trend towards iron railings.
Yes.
And this one has a traditional iron railing, and there's the option of some people are using wood handrails, a little more traditional.
Okay.
And we have another picture with a
Okay, so that's interesting. I think a lot of people also think about, what do I do about the color? Like, it's interesting that you have a black railing, you've got a white stair, you've got a light wood tread. You can do all of that. It all makes sense. It doesn't have to all be one color or two colors.
No, that if you're going to do a wood handrail, the handrail should match the tread. The tread is the part you stand on. The riser is the vertical part between treads. So we often say paint the riser white or a color. The tread is typically wood. I wouldn't really paint it. And then the stringer is the side. So a closed stringer means you can't see the side of the stairs, and the railing sits on that. An open stringer is when you see the tread coming over.
Right.
So, but we typically, unless it's a paneled space, we typically paint the riser and the stringer and stain the treads. But the tread should be stained the same color as your flooring throughout the house. So you don't want dark floors and then a completely different color tread. The tread should match your hardwood flooring. That's
something that you have to think about. Also something to think about if you have a little bit more space. Having it sort of curve, not even curve, it's got sort of a
flare around the
It's got
wall.
a flare here, this staircase. So you can see with what you've done here is put beautiful hurricanes on it, which I think is lovely.
Yes.
But this is just something to do if you've got more space.
Yes.
Right? Why not? It makes it look more grand.
Correct. So that staircase was very narrow, and it came down and it extended past the wall, so we extended the treads in front of the wall. And that just made the staircase look bigger. So if you can flare the staircase out at the bottom on one side or two sides, it makes the staircase appear larger and wider.
I look at that and all I see are family pictures. Because that's what always happens with my family. When it was like 60 of us getting together at someone's house, we would all sit on the staircase.
I know.
And that would be our picture. So it's so beautiful when you have that much space on the staircase. It's a nice way to celebrate. Okay, what are we looking at here in this picture, Brian?
This is a staircase that's in front of a window.
Right.
So sometimes people think that I have to run the handrail all the way around. Well, I love when a staircase is in front of a window, and just put the railing in front of that window area. It doesn't have to go all the way around. It's quite an expense to have the railing go all the way on both sides.
Yeah.
Just extend it over there. But it's quite nice if you can do that. If the staircase is at the side of the house and has that big two-story window, sometimes we'll put a frosted film on the glass. You're not looking at a brick wall of the neighbor's house.
Oh, that's
But you're getting all the light through.
Is this one at the front of the house?
That one is at the front of the house.
I love that, because when you have teenagers, that's where you stand and wait for them to come home for dates.
Is that what you do?
Yes, like this. Like looking just very ominous. Who's letting her out of that car? Okay, let's take a look at this beautiful, the work here. I've never seen it done like this.
Well, this is unusual. Because the staircase was narrow, we have the spindles on the outside of the staircase completely. So they're mounted on brackets on the side. That's very easy to do, but it does give you more space. So if you have a very narrow staircase and you have an open side, we can mount the spindles on the outside of the staircase. It just gives you a little more space.
And we're talking about all different colors of metal. You can go warm, you can go cool.
Exactly.
You can have at it. Is anyone still doing like wooden spindles?
They are. We are
Does
doing.
that happen?
We are doing, and there's a lot of different varieties. There's some very contemporary wood spindles now.
Yeah.
So you're seeing some contemporary houses with just very tapered, round spindles. But we're typically doing them painted. So most of the spindles we're doing are painted, and the handrail is stained. Unless, again, it's an old house and the walls are all paneled, we leave it in the wood. But most of the time, the wood is the most economical railing.
It is.
And by painting it, you can really change up the look of the house. But
Totally.
there's some cool wood railings out there also.
Really good options for all of us to think about now when it comes to the staircase.